place on earth has its own story. But here in Vrancea, you must listen well and be filled with love to understand it. The sounds of the shepherd's horn are heard on the surrounding hills, breaking the silence of the villages and calling the shepherds to gather. For 500 years, on Constantine and Helen's day, the shepherds in Negrilește pass from house to house and bargain with the sheep owners to get their animals for the summer. These inhabitants' attachment to the popular customs has never disappeared, whatever the exterior pressures were. The haggling for the sheep is a ritual, carefully preserved and lovingly applied, with dedication and joy. Once in the yard of a householder in Negrilește, the shepherds start haggling in order to get the sheep. They promise to take good care of the animals while in the mountains, and that on Saint Dumitra's day they will bring them back more beautiful than those they received. The haggling between the owners and shepherds takes place like in old times, according to the quantity of milk each ewe gives. That particular day the sheep start their journey to the mountains, but not before being blessed by the priest of Negrilește, who splashes them with holy water to be protected against diseases, thieves or predators, in order to get back home safely in autumn. After that, the shepherds go to church to pray and mark the spirit of this pastoral holiday. The haggling of the sheep, the show of leaving for the mountains, the moment when they start climbing the mountains, the beginning of a new cycle which has been repeated for thousands of years, is the most precious inheritance of Negrilește. When an old man dies, a group of masked people appears from nowhere, bound together. The masks come to subdue death. The cypress also, a custom which the old people say appeared ever since there have been people on earth. Seen from the distance, the masked people seem to drag after them the huge and dark shadow of the wood. But that was not the shadow of the wood growing wide behind them. It was the shadow of death which followed them closely. They had to fight with it that very night. The masks are in fact faces under which the human weaknesses hide. Sorrow, sadness, joy, envy, suspicion, pride, and above all, fear. Fear of the dying hour and of the moment when the soul starts its journey to the other world. The masks weep, laugh, grin. Only their eyes, when pinned to the wall, are empty, always waiting for death in order to get alive again. The masks are both merry and sad, as, whatever we do, things are mingled in this world. Good and evil, kindness and wickedness, day and night, life and death. They are no more John or George, Basil or Peter. They are now the founders of the kin, its forefathers, called by the sorrow of those who remain behind, spread over the Vrancea's hills and valleys by the toll of the bells.